Hi, welcome to Art Draw. Today I'm going to draw Dino Megazord. I'm going to do the Dragonzord battle mode version. So I'm going to do an upper body shot, kind of have the head up here, arms coming out this way, torso down here. So let's go up to the top. Let's start off with the helmet. So it's like a cool sort of dino looking squared off part. So maybe I'll just start in this corner up here, just up there. I'm just going to come down, just put in a sort of a line. We'll just taper this out as we go down, so down like that, and maybe just draw alongside it just a little line alongside it like that. What I can do here is just come up, go over to the left, just a bit of a diagonal like that. In the center of the head up here, sort of like got there, sort of like the bits of metal sticking up. First of all, we've got almost like a little sort of tapered rectangle there. And then it kind of goes up, kind of kicks up, almost like a sharp little bit there, and just at the back there. And then we can go the same way over to the left again. Just continue this line here. Again, we can come down, sort of just frame that face down like that. And it kind of comes down like that. Maybe just again, we'll just add another little line there. Then we can just sort of 3D it a little bit, square it off at the back. So come out a bit here, come down this way here, and we can just draw another little line up there. So there's a little sort of point at that point there. I've got the top of the eyes up here. So what I'm going to do up here, just going to sort of draw a little curve there. And sticking out from those, I'm going to draw a little piercing eyes come out, so almost like little triangular bits of the eyes there. This kind of is like the top part, so looks like the top part comes, just sort of tapers down a bit and comes across this way here. Just even that off a bit. A little rectangular bit at the front here, and we can just draw a few little lines just popping off. So you've got that reptilian dino kind of helmet for the Dragonzord. Just under here, got the facial features, that mask of our hero. So first of all, I'm going to draw just a little V there. I'm going to go out either side of that. It's like the top of the visor area. Then that little visor bit sort of comes down here, back up like that, and we'll just join it up either side there. There we go. Then within that, we can just draw in just a little curve for the face. Now there's a little sort of dragon emblem bit that comes up here. So I'm just going to draw the top of that here. Kind of comes to a point up here, comes down. It sort of comes into the face area. There we go. So I'm just going to draw a little point, almost like a little upper arrow point and then a line down. Just goes into that face area. And now we can draw a little chin there, draw a little lip in there, a little facial bit. I think I'm pretty happy with that. Now just kicking out from where the face is here, we've got a line where the sort of chest area starts there, coming over this way, sort of over this side, like that. So it sort of squares off really nicely. Now this got this big emblem bit. I'm going to tackle this one next. So what I'm going to do, this comes up and around here. So from this point I've made here, just come out and kick it up to a little pincer point up there. Square it off a little bit. And then we'll come downwards here. It's almost like a little shield. Scoot right down to there. And we can draw a little line going down like that. So we've got this nice little shield emblem bit here. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. It's a little bit smaller because it's more facing sort of this way. So what I'm going to do, same sort of thing, go along to the right, kick it up a bit here like that, just square it off a bit there. And then we're going to bring it down again, that little shield bit here. So from this point here, you come down here, and scoot down to the edge down this way here. Just join that up. we go. Okay, I'm going to go back in and do a bit of detail later. Let's get the outer part done first. So what I do see next to these are the big old shoulder parts. So let's go over to this side first. I'm going to come up from about here. I'm going to kick up the diagonal here and kind of come downwards from that point. So just down this way here. Come inwards like that. And then there's also the sort of 3D edge to him. So all I do is kick it out a bit, do a similar line down like that. And then from here we can go down this way here. And we'll just join that up line to line around here. So join that up there. This line, just let it come a little bit lower than that. Just bring it in a bit here. Just the inner part of this, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to, almost like piping the area, so just going to kick in there, down, along there, and up like that. On this side, similar sort of thing. I'm going to kick it up from about this point here, so just kick up like that, come downwards here. Then we're going to come down again. We're going to go and just taper it in a bit. Come along this way here. We'll come out and just put it up this way here. Kind of matches up by joining it here. Sort of comes out like this 3D bit. It's got a 3D bit there. I'm just going to pipe that edge, maybe just there, down here, down and in. Maybe just a hint of it going, sort of tapering off that way there, so we've got that nice sort of 3D look going on. Okay, got that bit in. We can do just the lower parts of the shoulders here. So let's start over this side now. Just from this point here, I could just kind of kick down this way, nice line, then come inwards here, just draw a little line up like that. And on this side, we can come down this way, just join it up there. And we're sort of joining the torso area up to the shoulders now. So what I need to do is just draw this upper torso bit. I'm gonna just come down here where we're drawing this bit here. Just come down from that shield point, down like that. Then a diagonal in, and then we just line it across that shield area. On this side, we'll go from about here. Just gonna come down this way. Nice diagonal in about there. Come up. And then just into that central shield section there. A couple of little lines we just need to draw in here. What I need to do really is just do a little line going in around there. It kind of kicks sort of up in a bit of a V there. Just give a hint, it almost does it there as well. Then we just draw a nice couple of lines like that. That's all I need to do. Right, as we go in here, the torso gets a little bit slimmer. So it's almost like little steps. These steps taper in. So on this side, I'm going to draw a line here, maybe a line there. And over here, probably a line in about here. And we'll just join these up like that, like that. Just mark the edge a little bit. It's kind of steps. So we'll just denote that with a thicker line. There we go. And I can just go down another step, sort of the last thinnest sort of part of the waist. I'm gonna come down this way, line in here, and probably one about there. We'll just join those up, boom, and go across this way, boom, like that, okay? There we go. As we go lower, it kind of goes to his sort of midsection. It's almost like a little belted area for Dragonzord. It comes out from that lower part here. Bring it out here, just down a little bit. This side can go down a bit more. And there's a special little sort of belt area here. So I'll come out a bit there. I'm gonna bring my pen in, a nice little diagonal line into the center there. And then this goes back up about there, about there. And then we've got these little pads on either side of the the hip areas. This one I might draw in a minute, but this one is a little bit more sort of easy to see. So I'm gonna just come down this way here, just join up the line across this belt area, come down like that, and then we'll just bring it out, just pop it out a bit, come out a little bit there, and then we can come down and join up. Maybe just give it a little edge like that. Now while we're here, let's just do the rest of the torso area. So we go to the lower part of the legs. I'm gonna bring my pen down here, around, back up like that, join up. Little line in the middle there. Then you can kind of see the cogs just above the legs here. So I'm gonna draw a curve that comes out. So it's a curve out here. So it comes out, and again like that. We can just join up underneath that, square it off underneath there. On this part, it's a little bit more sort of central, so I'm just gonna sort of from that middle bit, just draw some little lines down like that, and then we'll just join that up. And there's a little central circular bit that goes along there. And as we come down to the leg areas, this one is a bit more squared off, I suppose. We can just scoot out this way here, scoot out that way there, taper it in, kind of just come in a little bit here. There's a sort of rectangular bit of the leg that comes here. We can be a bit looser as we sort of taper it off with the legs. I can just sort of, just a couple of lines, that goes a long way there. On the front here, this is slightly trickier. We've got two little lines coming this way, then we've got this shield area here, so I'm gonna maybe just do a little arrow point here, come down either side like that, and then just flick it inwards this way. Again, we've got this sort of little portion here, so just pop a little bit there. Then we've got the inner part of the leg here, which kind of just sort of scoots around this way, and we can just taper it off there as it's going down that way there, okay? All right, as we go to the arms, let's look at this one first. Coming out this way, upper arms here, goes over this way here. Hand is like a grip. So first of all, we're going to draw the upper arm. It's just a case of coming down this way here, sort of squared off, join it up. Then we'll come back out, we'll come out this way here and up that way. Got a nice sort of 3D effect there. There's a little cog, kind of comes around this way here, a little cog scoots up, join up there. Then we're going to come outwards this way. So I'm going to come up from here, I'm going to just underneath that little bit there, just taper it up, and we'll come out like that there. I'm going to come out like that there, join it up, and then the lower part of this block kind of comes downwards here, and then we'll just come right out here, join it up there, little line just along there, and then there's a little fin part that pops out here, so I'm just gonna draw a little fin part there. As I go over to the wrist, there's a thumb that's clenched over, so I'm gonna just draw a little thumb point here, and then I've got the first finger that's clenched here, so I'm gonna come up and around, and then I could just come down where there's like a plate, bring it around and just join it into that hand area, into the wrist point here. Let's put it here. And then I can just go sort of 1, 2, 3, 4 and join up. And that's my wrist done, my hand done. And just before I do this bit, I see I've missed out this little bit here. So what I'll do is just draw a little line here, come out to here and down there and join up. Maybe we'll just draw a little edge like that. And then I'm happy to go on to this arm here. So the upper arm's this point, and it comes out this way here. So first of all, we'll come downwards. We're going to go and draw a line here and a line here, and just taper it at the end like that. There's a little rectangular like joint there. Just join these up here. Then I'm going to cut across like that. Okay, next up, I'm just gonna draw the forearm area. So it comes out towards us here. So I've got a line that comes down sort of from here like that. A line that comes down sort of from here like, I guess like that. Little diagonal line either side like that. Just join it up. This side, same sort of thing, diagonal line, join it up. And then I can just bring my pen down like that there, join up. And then another little line here, and we're gonna come up and in. Then we can draw the wrist area. So we've got a little thumb coming along here. So just thumb kind of goes along there. And then I've got, same as before, we're gonna come around here where the fingers are, come right across and around. What I can do is just sort of join that across here and up, and then go 1, 2, 3, and then I've got 4 fingers there. This part, just sort of join across there, couple of little curves in there where the hand is coming out. Then what I can do is look at a little bit of detail. So let's start on these hands. Just a couple of lines here, a couple of lines across here, maybe across the thumb. As I work up, going into the arms, we've got a few little lines we can just draw in there, coming across on a diagonal, just make it look a little bit more 3D-ish. This then comes down this way. Got a couple of little just sort of edge lines we can just draw in of the robotics. Maybe a little bit in there. On this side, maybe there's a couple of rectangles coming out here. A few little lines go a long way on this one. As we go over here, sort of draw some little lines in here. Maybe there's a couple in there. These then go down a little bit on this curve bit here. We've got a little curved marking there with a circle in it, and then we can just sort of draw in a couple of lines there. And just a few little computery bits going on, little joint bits around here, like that. As we go higher up here, I think he's got a couple of little lines like that, and then we've got this M marking, so let's go over this way. I'm gonna come up, across, down like that. Then we can just add a couple of little markings in and colour the rest in a mo. On this side, come up either side there, come up this way, down like that. And again, we can just pop in a couple of little lines and fill in the red part of that when we colour it later. For those M's, it almost sort of goes up there, down on here. If we go to the legs, there's little green areas with the Z's in them here, so I'm just gonna just be nice and loose, just draw in a little compartment area where it will go. Maybe we'll just get a bit of that Z in, colour it in later. Over this side, similar sort of thing we've got going on over here, just kind of populate areas. And then because it's a machinery, we've got some nice sort of straight lines in there, just makes it look more robotic. A little bit of a pattern in this area here. So I'm just gonna just work around that, like that. A little bit of an idea that there's a little pattern in here. A couple of little sort of red little eyes here, so I'm just going to draw a couple of little sort of teardroppy little bits in there. This point here, there's almost like a little green bit at the top here, kind of scoots around like that. Again, there's a few little robotics things. I'm just going to draw some little lines in around here, just make it look a bit more sort of chunky. Then as we come to this crest, what I'm going to do, there's some, it's like this gold little bit here. There's a few little, it's like these little teardrop things again, just 1, 2, 1, 2 like that. And then in the center here, there's got a couple of little lines here, and then this scoots up this way here, sort of chops off. So this side sort of scoots up this way, like that, chops off. And we'll just join those up a little bit. Again, we'll just draw some little swooshy bits in. Just be nice and loose with it. Don't worry too much about the detail here. Do you see, like, as we just draw these little lines in, it starts working really nicely. And then maybe we just got a couple of little lines above that. Don't have to do too much here. Maybe a couple of lines like that. And what I might do is just grab the Sharpie, just go around the edge, just make the outer of him just pop a little bit. Just sort of reaffirm that he's a robot. Sort of big chunky bits. Maybe I can colour in a little bit of inking there. Go around the hand areas here. Just join him up so he looks really cool and as one. Maybe this point here, that can be filled in. It's just nice to get a little bit of like inking around the character. Just a little bit around the head. Actually this bit by the face there, that can be filled in a bit, can't it? Go down this way. Just blocking him in. Down to about the leg. Let it kind of just filter out down the base there. That's good. Come around here. Maybe this point here I can block that bit in with the pen as well. And these bits, yeah, maybe that bit can be, that bit there can be inked in a little bit. As we come around this way, just block around these chunkier areas. This bit I think can be filled in here. Just gives him that nice presence of a big robot. Maybe the shield bit, we could just go around. There we go. In here as well, I think it kind of gets lost a little bit, so maybe just a few little lines in there where it's a bit darker. Same here. A little bit of hatching. And there you go. Do you know what? I think I'm happy with that. There's the Dino Megazord, the Dragonzord battle mode version. Let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know who else I can draw. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon.